Hi there. I'm going to get started in a minute. I got a lot to share. I printed out all of the emails that I have been accumulating for a lot of the things that I'm working on for with Wigmaking 101 that I think is going to be awesome for everyone else who is interested in the hair business. So, in a couple of seconds, I think what I'm gonna do is give you guys a little bit of a background story of me. Some of you know, and then there's some of you who don't know. So, I'll give you guys a little backstory about me and how I even got into this. And to be honest, it's moving a lot faster than I expected because even though I've been doing it in the behind the scenes and secret in a sense for 7 or 8 years now. Um, I had this vision, and it had to do with helping as many people as I possibly can. And thus, Wig Making 101 began. And then now there are other things I'm trying to pull to the table to make this a is that the word I want to use? Reputable business, a lucrative, maybe that's the better way I want to say it, a lucrative business for black women. Or I really don't care. You can be another nationality for all I care, but I know that the information you're getting is coming from a black woman. So just to make sure that that's clear. But I want to help as many people. This is a lot of you guys. I had a lot to talk about. A lot. This is the finishing products, well, not products, the finishing outline for the South Africa safari package that I am creating for everyone that's interested. It's only 25 people can do this because the facility is large, but we only have so many machines to teach you on. And it will be the actual high post sewing machines. So you'll be taking a trip to where I went to go train people. You will be trained by me in South Africa and get to see everything else that I got a chance to see while I was out there as well. So I'm waving back at people, making sure you guys know that I'm aware you're here. And what time is it? I got 1 more minute before I get started. It was one last thing I had to write down. Okay, because I'll forget in a minute. I'm doing so many different things. So this is amazing. Then this long 2-page email. Oh, it's only one. Thank God. This email is about how we're separating the days for the week-long training in South Africa. We won't be training the whole entire week, but the idea is to get you certified in both aspects. Then there's this association that I will be kind of setting up how the certification for wig making will be based off hair loss. And I'm doing it for 2 companies, and then I'm working with Style Seat. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Style Seat, but yeah, this is a lot of this email. This was about the services and getting the numbers and stuff together. So I'm pretty much at 94% done with these things. So I still got a last little 5 minutes to, well, 5% or 6 that I need to finish with business partners to make sure all of these numbers work. So I'm waving to let you guys know that I know you're here. But welcome to wigmaking101.com. I am one of the instructors here, and the reason why I say that because I will be having more instructors. I'm training them, and they may be instructors too. So, but my name is Nakia. I was first known as Beauty Cutright. My name is Nakia Morse Cutright. And Beauty Cutright thus began 2011. And it started off with my natural hair. I was relaxed. I cut it off. The transition was interesting because I was still in corporate America. I kind of still am in corporate America, but I was in corporate America, and then I'm a college teacher. So you know, the transition was interesting. So I had no hair. Like I cut all of my hair off, and to kind of like transition a little bit and not startle other people, because I was fine. I was scared, but I was fine with it. I made wigs, and I decided that I would show people how to make their own wigs, especially for those who couldn't afford the way wigs, how much wigs cost in 2011. I honestly think the pricing for everything when it comes to wigs has went down. And I got an idea as to why that is happening, and I can share that with you if you really want to know. But yeah, it's starting to come down because more people are DIYers anyway. And so I started teaching how to make wigs. And I was doing it as YouTube videos. That's all they were. And they were practically for me. I was just making wigs so that I can wear, so I can transition before I even came to a point where I knew what my particular hairstyle was going to be, so that I can be 100% natural and every now and then wear wigs. I haven't worn wigs in maybe about a year now since, because I think my focus has been so much on other people. The wig for me has been like, no, I want to help other people. So that's how it's happened for me. I'm waving at you to let you know that I see you. So if you see a like wave there, please wave back. Don't be rude. But yeah, so that's how I started it. And then eventually companies started contacting me, because that's how it works with YouTube. With YouTube, what they do is they look for influencers. They consider you an influencer if you're on YouTube. And they were sending me wigs. So I've worked with a number of China-based companies, and I'm being transparent with you guys so that you'll know. If you watch these companies on Instagram, especially, and they give you this impression that they're African American or that they're black, they are not. They are, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. Is it perpetuating? Whatever it is, they're copying us. So, and to get us to think that it's black owned. So the reason why I keep my face in my business is so people will see that who's actually behind Wigmaking 101, period. So that's why I do. That's why you see my face the most often with it. But those companies started contacting me, sending me wigs. I would do reviews, styling, and they were more so tutorials, because I thought something was very weird about just putting a wig on my head and just talking about the hair. I think it was the dumbest thing. That's my personality. Thought it was dumb. I'd rather teach you how to use it if you plan on purchasing from that particular company. So that's how I did things. And after a while, I started selling those wigs, because I was the one that was styling them, washing them, making sure that they were clean and checked. And I couldn't house all of the wigs in my home at that time. So I started selling them, and then I started making them, and the list goes on. And then I started Wigmaking 101 last year. I believe that's right. Sometime last year, early of last year. And or was it 2017? Can't remember. I know it's been over a year since I've started Wigmaking 101, and it was really just offering courses for the DIYer. I thus right now have two types of target markets. So those of you who know me, who have been a student of mine, you know, I focus a lot about target market, and my two target markets are those that are business owners that are in the hair industry, and my very first target market I was actually going for were DIYers. So DIYers are usually people who can't afford to purchase wigs from China, or from someone who does extreme custom wig making, and they're charging upwards $500-$600 for wigs. They just want to buy hair and make their own wigs and be happy that they did it themselves. So that was my first target market. I still keep that particular market, and then now my other market is in the business aspect of it. So it's not just about wigs for me, it's also about hair products that help with hair growth and hair loss, because that's the other sector that I'm going into. Those that are trichologists or dermatologists, or who are in the medical field when it comes to hair loss and health in general. So starting Wigmaking 101, been just uploading videos. Most of them I have been doing live. And not only that, some of them I record them and just post them right onto the student site so that students can watch them, learn from them. I provide my personal number because I'm very, I don't know, I like that. I don't know, some of my students know me. I prefer you call me by my first name than saying professor or miss whoever. I prefer that. So I'm very approachable and I like that connection that I get with students. So you have my personal number. That way you can ask me questions. I'm going to tell you texting is easier because I'm always on the move. I'm always busy, as you can see. And so I'm not always able to like really talk with you because I'm talking with business people. And so texting you is usually very easy. I have two phones. This is one and I'm on another one. So one is my business number and one is also my personal number. So my business number is on Instagram if you did not know. It says you can text me. So just know that it's there. It's posted all over the website. So if you need to reach me faster than chatting, even though the chat goes to my phone too, you can go there or you can email me. So either way that goes. So that's kind of like the background, the backstory of how I got into wig making. I was doing it before then, but it was more secretive. It was just something that I was just doing because it was a part of costume design and things like that when I was in college. First degree is in apparel and textile design. So, and then I've taught fashion design for, I'm still teaching it because I have a costume design class I have to teach next week. So I've been doing it kind of secretly to social media for a long time and then decided to pull this out. And then after I decided to educate instead of just making wigs and selling them, I stopped selling them. Preferably the ones that were the short wigs because I was making tapered cut wigs and I was afraid that China, I don't know why I keep doing this, China was going to steal it. And they kind of did, but not necessarily from me, from someone else, I found out. So thank goodness for that. But the funny part is I still have one of their taper cut wigs and I still haven't even shown it on video yet, but eventually I will. So I stopped selling wigs, decided to educate, and then that's when businesses started reaching out to me. And preferably the one in South Africa in Joburg where I was, they are a manufacturing facility. They're a manufacturing company that they hire, they're certified, all of this stuff. They're done and I'm in partnership with them. So we provide services and things like that and I provide training. And there's another company that I will be providing training with as well. So if I can do this, you can do this. It's just sometimes we just don't know who to talk to or how to get in. I'm waving at you just to let you know I see you. Some people don't know how to get in or they got an idea, but the truth is you can't do it alone. That's one. And then two, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. Because I know a lot of things. I'm just going to be honest. I know how to do any and anything I put my mind to. That's me. Some people, I think a lot of people are like that. They just don't know where to get started or what to do. And so with that being said, it's who you know to help you get where you're trying to go. So one of the hardest aspects of starting a business is reaching out to people who want or have the same things you are trying to get or already have. That's hard because usually they don't put themselves out there and for good reasons. But I've said that once I get to a particular aspect of my business and what I'm trying to do, I was going to share that with those who are interested in doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. Even with those who are already doing it, share what I know to help build them as well. And then we build each other. So that's the background and story and my philosophy and my motto for wigmaking101.com. So knowing that hair loss is very big, hair loss has two issues. One, we're not really taking care of ourselves, so that's affecting our skin, our hair, our bodies, period. And then two, it's what we're purchasing and putting on our heads improperly and not making them properly that is also causing hair loss. And so Wig Making 101 is not just for the DIYer. It's supposed to fix a solution And the solution is we're dealing with hair loss, and for some people, they can't regrow their hair back, but they still want to feel confident about themselves. And there's tons of people out there that are really good wig makers that can help. So that's the philosophy that I'm going for. So I'm going to show you guys my cell phone because I'm pretty sure you guys want to see what's going on in the back end. Now, I did a live before on what Wigmaking 101 offers, and I did it slightly live on Instagram, but it was totally live on the group. So if you signed up and you missed the link, and someone asked me, well, why did it end it so soon? Well, it didn't end soon. It was actually live with those who signed up that got the link. I only just put myself up on Instagram to let those who did sign up through Instagram know that I was live so they can reach and come to me. So that was the aspect. And then after that, I realized a lot of people follow me on Instagram and Facebook, so might as well do it live on here too. So I'm going to share my cell phone to show you what's on the website, what we're offering, and then I'm going to give you guys some more verbiage as to these emails that I'm going through and making sure the last 6 to 5% of it is taken care of. So this is Wigmaking 101. This is the website. You can access it on your desktop, mobile device. In this case, this is my cell phone. And everything is a logged in base. So the home page is very simple. When you scroll to it, it gives you an example, or gives you verbiage as to what Wigmaking 101 is. What do I offer? So I offer online and in-person courses. I also offer business courses in the hair industry, and you can learn more about it, but I'm going to scroll through it. And the next lives for August are scheduled. So August lives are the pixie cut because I am finding out that that is what's about to be popular. So if any of you do any type of trend research, you probably know this as well. Short hair is coming back. It's never really left anywhere, but there are ways to make wigs and learn how to cut them properly. Now, the pixie cut is a 2-part series. It's scheduled August the 4th and August the 11th. And one is to show you how to actually make the entire wig, depending on the wig cap of your choice, and then how to cut and style it. So those of you who are interested in that, you have clientele that are interested in short wigs, or they have short hair and they want something to work with what they already have, you'll be learning that. I also have a course already on toppers for short hair where just that top piece is created, the back is not created. So just so you guys will know. So when you go to the website, I always put the live courses first so that you can enroll into those courses so you can check that out. Online wig making courses are lifetime access as of right now. I haven't decided that I'm going to ever change it just yet. But because of the value of what I'm providing, pricing may change. So the more I keep adding to it, the more valuable this information is. And then as a business person, I'm going to have to change how I do things. And again, being transparent with you guys on that one. So I do offer online wig making courses. My trial access is for a month. That's $59. And for the full tuition cost is $275. I do a payment plan of $69 for 4. You can learn more about that if you just click on that. But you learn everything on wig making. This does not include the business courses. I do in-person wig making workshops here in my home in Detroit. I have one scheduled for August 16th through the 18th. It was full, but now I have 2 spots open because they switched over to another date that I had scheduled in September. So those dates are scheduled already. All you have to do is, you go here to learn more, and it'll take you to the video and what you'll learn and give you some verbiage that you probably want to know. And then you see that it's scheduled. So August 16th through the 18th. I have 2 spots available as of right now. I do no more than 4 because it's easier to teach you hands-on when there's less people. And then September 20th through the 22nd, that is a weekend. If you want something more private, whether you live in Michigan or not, and you want something more private, you just have to get in contact with me. It's starting at $197, just depending on what you want to learn. So if you want something more private, one-on-one, that's geared to a particular skill you really, really want to know, then yeah, contact me and I can help you with that. So I do offer hands-on courses in group styles of 4 or privately. And then I do have the hair business courses that I recently just started with that. And you're going to find out a little bit more about that because I'm going to be changing how that platform works. But you will be learning how to, market online, creating your website, advertisement more. But I will be partnering up with someone that's going to also help with that or do it for you. And all you have to do is focus on making the wigs. But that pricing for that is $197. So that's a course that may go up in price. So if you're interested in this and you already have a business and you need some help or some tips on that, because I do coaching with this as well, you might want to enroll into that. And then there's private label services. What my private label services are is that I'm in partnership with the wig manufacturer that's in South Africa. We have a team of we have a team of those who can construct your wigs, and we also have a team of highly skilled professional colorists. So we can make your wigs for you, and we use high quality hair from India. We don't use China-based hair at all. So we do have a few vendors that I cannot share with you guys. I know you want to ask, but I do have some that I can share with you, and that's usually within the classes. But we do offer wig services where we make them for you, and we can color them for you. Now, the color services do not necessarily have to be for just the wigs. They can also be for just hair bundles that you probably have. So if you're a person who actually deals with raw hair, and we prefer raw hair because it's easier to lift if we need to, but just your hair, and then you can construct the wigs the way you want to or sell your bundles however you want to based off the colors. You're giving them color services for you. So this helps those of you who are already in the hair business. You can't handle the volume and you don't know how to color yet, because I haven't taught that yet. And I won't be teaching that. Someone else will be teaching that. So just keep that in mind. But we do offer color services. If you want to know more information, you can just go there, or you'll see this at the bottom where it says services. I talk a little bit more about what we offer and how it works. And then there's also information as to cost to make the wigs, and then costs, to color bundles or wigs, depending on what it is. If it's the hair that you provide, you would actually have to contact me to get a quote for that. But if you notice the pricing, and we worked very hard on this because we were trying to make sure that our pricing was competitive, but affordable for a business owner as well. So if you notice, the minimum order is 5, and the hair that we're using is very high density, very healthy hair. It's not thin on the ends like you would normally see with China-based hair. And again, being transparent, because you need to know this as a business person, and even if you are just a DIYer, you need to know that. So beauty supply store hair, not that it's bad, it's just not the best hair for your clientele, because we're not just focusing on black market, we're focusing on all nationality markets, because hair loss affects everybody, not just black people. So you're going to find out that I'm not just talking about black people, I'm talking about everybody, because money is green, it has no color. It has no color. So if you notice, if you get 5 wigs, 14-inch, that's $550. One wig for the type of hair that we're using costs that much. So that is the reason why we played around with seeing how the numbers would work to produce the wigs. But if you're providing your own hair, it's $100 for 5 wigs. Like, that's amazing, right? So that's what we have. And then for your color services, it's a little bit pricey because that's adding to it. So say, for example, we're just going to say 14 inches. It's $5.50 just to construct them. And then if you want a particular color service and then you want the same type of service for all of them, then you would have to add this price onto it. But we made sure that, and I keep saying because I had to pull these numbers, together and see how it would work. $45 per wig for partial and full highlights. Balayage and foliage, most people don't know what that is if they're not a colorist. I do. I just don't do it because I'm not a colorist. But our team does. They're trained, they're professional, and they're certified in South Africa that can do this. So they do that. That's on the high end. And then we have bright blondes for those who choose to color their hair in colors that are what we call not natural, meaning blues, purples, greens, a variety of rainbow colors. Bright blondes dye very well with those. So we can lift the hair, or we have a company, we do have one where they actually do the lifting for us, and then we could just provide the hair for you at the color services that you want. But that's the services that we offer. It's coming from South Africa, so you're going to get good quality because guess what? I trained them. With that, let's put ourselves back onto the home page. So yeah, you have my online courses, you have my in-person courses, you also have the business courses. We provide private label services. And then if you have been on, you've probably been hearing me talking about this quite often. I've been talking a lot about this with the business students in the hair industry. Custom Wigs Mart. They are a platform where you can sell your wigs. So you're getting your personal designs in front of thousands of customers. So more information on that will be coming soon. I will be in partnership with them. So keep that in mind to help with the business aspect. For those who are already in that course, you're fine. But for those of you who are not, just know that you're going to start to hear about this and how we can help you in that. And then I am setting up the certification with Wig Makers Association. It's called Wigma. If you want to learn a little bit more about them, you can go to wigma.org, WIGMA.org. So I will be helping with setting up the certification program for that, so that our wig makers are certified and learning things more so with hair loss, because that's also a part of the services that we add with South Africa. So that's there. And then I do blogs. So make sure you check the blogs out. I do have a blog on how to start your business, how to display your wigs. Like, I have all of that stuff there. And you guys probably are here because you saw this, but I put my Instagram on here. So if you guys need to know more information as they come, I'm still going to make sure I try and do lives here as much as I possibly can. But you definitely want to make sure that you're on my email list, because that's where I send updates. Let me say this. I do not like email blasts. I get billions, and I'm probably over exaggerating, but it doesn't feel like it. I get billions of emails a day. Companies here, companies there, people here, people there, and stupid stuff like sponsoring and buy this and it. So I do understand that people's mailboxes can be full. So I don't send out a lot of emails. You may see maybe 1 or 2 out of the month that are about updates. If it's just to give you an idea of when a live course is happening or to make sure that you can get in, you'll start to see those from time to time, but I don't constantly send you emails on that. I'm a school, so that's how I look at it. So just know, but you probably want to make sure you get in on the email list so that you are aware of all of the updates and things that will be going on. If you notice at the bottom, you are able to get into the courses. You can sign up if you aren't already a member. Everybody can be a member of my school, but not everybody can see everything in my school because it's a school and you have to pay for the courses. So This page, everyone can see. You'll know the updates, which that is going to change because I have new updates for August. I post the lives here so that students can watch them, so they can watch the replay. I also make sure they have the links to the upcoming lives that are coming up. So the Pixie Wigs for them, for those that are already students, you will already have access to this. And then there are free tutorials. And the reason why I have free tutorials here for those who are not students, because they want to get an idea as to how I do things and how I operate. They want to know what tools that they need in order to learn from them, even though I put them in each module. Sometimes you just want to know a little bit more. So just so you'll know, there are free tutorials that you can watch. So I'm describing everything and I'm going through it because I want you guys to see what's going on. So the videos are all there. I believe it should send you right to the playlist and you'll see all of them. So that's how it works. Is it gonna go back? You won't let me go back? Oh, because I'm supposed to go there. So that's in the courses. Now, some things you also need to know about the student page for the courses. My master courses are listed by beginner to advanced and based off particular skill you need to know to make wigs. So to give you an example, Master Course 1 makes sense that you notice that I'm doing this by hand. Hand sewing is still lucrative. Okay, so it's the form of what do we want to call it? Couture sewing for the fashion designer. So that's a beginner. That's basic 101 things that you need to know. Then sewing machine is 2 because everyone should know how to make wigs through your sewing machine. I believe the person who asked me about this before I even started using the sewing machine was like, why you don't use the sewing machine to make your wigs? And she's probably going to wave. I don't know. She might be here because I did see her earlier. But that's a full master course, and I'm constantly building on that master course as well. But sewing machine wig making, how to ventilate for making frontals, 4x4 closures, things like that. Yes, this is a very thick course, and I'm still building on that as well. But every course that you see, even the styling course, every course that you see here, I'm constantly building on. This one is on making popular wigs. So this is master course number 5. Popular wigs that are coming up are our pixie wigs. So it will be filtered into this particular master course. So every master course is going to be built on for the rest of the year until 2020, when I start bringing in other new things like how to fix and repair. And what was the other one I just wrote down? I forgot what it was. Oh, I have to talk to you later. But yes, master course 6 is on hair pieces. That's also learning how to make toppers for hair loss solutions and things like that. All of the courses, I mean, you can go right into them. And this is only for students. The free tutorials are for everybody, but for the students, they get to see everything in a particular order. You see the lives first. You know what tools that you need, and then there's reference information to help you out a little bit more, and then these are all of the videos and tutorials that are included in there, and they're in order, you notice, by step so that you are aware of what's going on and how to, do it. So just so you guys will know. So I'm going back through courses, and as you continue to scroll down, I'm going to be building more on Master Course 7, which is packaging and outsourcing. I just finished up a list. Hey, Sonia. I just finished up a list. Girl, what time is it over there? I'm sorry, I got distracted because I see Sonia on here. What time is it where you are? Energy is very important. But packaging and outsourcing, I have to add more to this because I just finished a list of really good vendors for hair that aren't necessarily China based. I'm not saying something's wrong with China based hair. I'm just saying I know people's frustrations with it, and it just doesn't look like the quality that they want. So there's videos on that, and someone said I definitely need help with packaging, so I might as well just go into it so you can see what it's about. So what you need to know about outsourcing and packaging, I give you some blurbage and some information that you need to know when it comes to shopping for hair and materials that you need. You can download a sample inventory report. And then these are videos kind of picking apart companies that I think have the best packaging and how you can replicate that. Oh, you haven't slept yet, Sonia? Oh my God. So yeah, and then I give you all of the links to where I purchase hair from. They're all China-based because the reason why I'm choosing these is because I'm a teacher. So I'm teaching you how to make these wigs. I don't plan on ever really selling them. So I'm okay with this quality of hair for what I want to do. And plus, it's not all that bad anyway. It's cheaper, especially if you're trying to learn. But if you are interested in using some really good quality hair, I have a student that sells... I'm waving at you because I noticed that you're there. I have a student that sells raw hair, so I will be introducing her to you guys because she has some amazing hair. And there's other companies that I have a list for, and I will be filtering it into this and probably talking a little bit more about it through the lives as well on Instagram. So yeah. So I give you the links to where I get hair from. Mainly because I'm an instructor, so I don't want to spend a lot on really good quality hair unless I plan on selling that wig. So I'm just being real with you. At the end, this is the Wig Business 101 courses. When you go into those, most of those courses are live. Sample business plan is there to help you kind of pull together what your niche is. And then there are videos that kind of teach you how to do certain things, choosing the right social media platform. I answer questions. How to start websites, using different apps and things for social media posting and then marketing and all of that. So this one that's Canva. There's one I just did on how to set up your e-commerce store and sell online. So we will be using Custom Wigs Mart for that. They have a platform that I'm sure is amazing. We're still working around with it and see how it's going to benefit you guys. But at least if you are interested in this business aspect, you'll learn how to do it yourself. And you'll also learn how you can let them do it for you, which I'm going to talk you guys into that anyway. So that's pretty much the gist of the website. Again, you can, on mobile device or your desktop, the information to enroll. Live courses, online courses, and in-person courses are there. This is just the menu so that you know that they're there. Services, the courses, which we just went through the back. So it's pretty straightforward. Everything built and set up by me. Eventually, I'm going to hire somebody to do this part of it, but I'm still scared to let somebody else do it. It's easy for them to answer emails and stuff, but not to really set this up. So make sure you guys put your email in so you can get more updates. I'll probably be sending this video out as well through the email so you guys will know everything that's going on. But yeah, that's the gist of what we offer on online wig making courses. So I want to share with you guys some other things that is going to be happening. Let's go through these emails. Anybody have questions? Because I'm almost done. If you got questions, you can throw them out. I'm probably going to be able to see them. If I'm waving at you, it's because I notice you're there and I'm saying hi. It's all out of love. So on this piece of paper, I need to tell you guys two things that is going to be happening. I don't know how many people are aware of the CBD craze, and here I go doing this again, but cannabidiol is the correct word. CBD, and then there's THC. And we're hearing about CBD craze going on. I have been selling that for since October of last year. Has it been October of last year? Might have been February of this year. I've been selling that, and now I'm going to be opening that up to you guys because there's a particular product that I use for hair loss or for hair growth, especially for those who have natural hair and they experience edges just thinning the crap out and even up in here. So yeah, that's going to be on the site this weekend. The website, I'm looking at this computer right now. The website that I'm pulling those pages together should be done this weekend. So if you have clientele that is going through that, I have a product that could help you help them. So that's what we're going to do. There's a question. My question is, I'm trying to get my hair done for the Pixie Wig class, and I can't seem to know what kind of hair to buy. So I should tell you guys that course is coming up August 4th and the 11th. It's on a Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Europe time, because I have a lot of students who are not in the United States. So that's another thing. The hair that you use, it's more so on the length than anything. I prefer loose wave or straight texture for pixie cuts. I also know how to make this. I mean, people will call this a pixie cut, but it's just a short tapered cut for natural hair. So if you want to do something that's curly like this, I'm actually going to be doing a total separate live for that, or tutorials for that. My focus is on the ones that seems to be the most popular, is the straight or wavy texture pixie cuts. So that's the type of hair you should have. It should have a loose wave or it should be straight. The reason why I say loose wave, because you can straighten loose wave and it gives you some nice volume and texture, especially if you're planning on purchasing hair from China. So, and you want to curl it. Straight hair doesn't curl very well. Wavy textured hair does. Now you may come across some straight hair that actually does curl pretty good, but go for a wavy texture if you know you're going to curl it and you want some volume to it. So because their hair is processed. So the length should be between 8 inches or 12 inches. One of those two. 12 is fairly long, but depending on the person, they like all of this length in the front. So that would make sense why they would choose a 12. But I would say if you want all of this body in the front, make your closure a 12 and your other 2 or 3 bundles an 8-inch. So that's the best hair that you should get. Straight or wavy texture. I hope that makes sense, Sonia. So back to scheduled program. CBD will be up on the site soon. It's called cannabidiol. Cannabidiol. I know I'll be saying words all off and weird, but it's a part of the cannabis plant, and it does help. Cool. It does help with hair growth. So if you have clients that are dealing with that issue, you either have them talk to a trichologist, dermatologist, or have them try CBD. It does help. It works. I used to have a lot of you can probably tell the difference, but I used to have a lot of problems with losing my hair in this area. Good night, Sonia. But yeah, I've been using it and I love it. So if anybody has been dealing with that because of stress or doing too much work, you can try that. And then the Africa trip. So before I talk about the African trip, this is the association. This is the contract. Certification instructor is what I will be. And I will be setting up the certification for that organization, for that association, so that we have something to, what we want to say, go by or certify people by. So I will be setting that up, and that's going to be amazing because those of you who are already students, you're going to get some help with that. So, wig training in South Africa. The projected date is supposed to be the end of October. We're still trying to get the date. We know everything that we want to do, but we're thinking October or November would be the dates that we would choose because that's their summertime. So right now it's wintertime for them. Our summer is their winter, depending on where you live. But I believe it's their wintertime right now. So around October, November, December, January, February, that's their summertime. So that's how that works. But yeah, that's the projected date. We have October, and what you will be learning is probably everything you need to know to start a business. So it's a 5-day trip. It includes learning how to make wigs, not just on a home sewing machine, because my online courses teach you home sewing machine because most people only have a home sewing machine. Now, I do have a few students who do have high post wig making sewing machines. High post sewing machines are more than just for wigs. They also make leather and hats and purses and bags and shoes. I teach at College of Creative Studies. We use those same ones. So they're more for that, but you will be learning how to use those particular machines for industrial wig making. So you'll learn industrial wig making techniques. So that's how that's going to be. Fundamentals of starting a business. This is the theory class that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be talking about inventory management, supply chain, and logistics. If you don't know what that means, it means understanding global trade and how things work in global trade. Marketing and branding. That's something I enjoy teaching. Talking about hair loss. We'll have 2 experts that live there that will be talking about hair loss and how that could be a supplementary, or how you can create supplementary products for that target market per se. So we'll be distributing things like that too, and talking about laser machines and hair loss machines and stuff like that. So we have people that are ready to talk about those things. How to do pricing strategy. You will get to sample the hair extensions that we have. We may not share with you who they are, who the vendor are, but you might as well just say we're the vendor if you're going to purchase wigs from us, if you need wigs from us, from the private label services that we have. But you will be able to sample them, learn how to color them, and all of that cool stuff. And how to effectively use processes to make your business efficient. So like tools and resources, we will be giving that to you so that you'll be able to do your own business. And then we're going to be discussing like online e-commerce. So distribution strategies is the word that I'm looking for. So if I'm waving at you, it's because I'm recognizing that you're there. But this is a 5-day trip. What's included is those things that you'll be learning. Airfare, 4-night stay at a 4-star hotel. You'll get the spa treatment there. I did. It's amazing. There's going to be a day safari trip, which I didn't get a chance to do that, but you guys will get a chance to do that. So there's a day safari trip. All of this information will be on the website this weekend. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm 94% done with it. Tour of Nelson Mandela, Soweto, I think I'm pronouncing that right. The museum that's in Santon City, which is where I was. And then a luxury last day dinner at a 5-star restaurant, inclusive. The 5-star restaurant that we decided was the one that I went to, which their food is amazing. If I'm waving at you, it's because I recognize you there and I'm saying hi and I love you. That's why people see my finger moving up. So we'll have speakers there. Like I said, we'll be talking about financing and manufacturing. We're going to talk about hair loss, and then marketing and branding. The owner of, well, I might as well say my partner, she's going to be touching base on this a lot because this is who she works for. She works for different companies and she produces their wigs for their companies for distribution. So that's what we do. But this is a very long email. It's projected to be end of October and beginning or end of November. We'll see how that works. And the days are all set up as to when everything is going to be, what we're going to be doing each day. So that's amazing. You will see that, and I'll make sure you guys get that. So if you are not on Wigmaking101, if you're not subscribed to that website, you might miss this information because I do send it by email. But the more I get information, I'll try and post it here to the live for you guys. So I want everyone to say hi to my other partner, Bella Black. She's on here. She is an amazing singer. She is gorgeous. I keep staring at her photos. She doesn't know this, but I'm telling you guys so she can hear that I stare at her photos because she's just beautiful. She has a beautiful voice, and we're bringing up some really cool things that you guys are going to want to see. And yeah, so we're working together to get some really nice private label wigs, and I can only tell you guys so much because it's our business, and when we get it there, then we'll let you know. But just say hi and wave and go follow Bella Black. She is amazing. She's in the UK right now. I think she just said that. So yeah, that's what's happening here with wigmaking101.com. So this is being recorded, so you can always come back to this so that you can listen in on anything that you need to. I'm also going to post this to the site because it's very interesting to save this and post it onto the website so you guys will know what's going on. But yeah, offering online courses. Hands-on courses are already done. Services provided to us in our South African-based wig making manufacturer, which we will be doing other things too. And what else? Africa trip that's coming up, certification program, and working with Custom Wigs Mart for those of you who want to do that e-commerce aspect of wig making. That is going to be amazing because we're trying to put you in front of the customers who really need it. Not that I think something's wrong with those who are courses. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good one. I'm about to answer that one. Will you still offer one-on-one courses? Yes, I will always offer one-on-one courses. They won't go anywhere. They will always be there. But I almost lost it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we'll still have one-on-one courses. But that African trip is going to be amazing. So once everything is up, I'll come back on here and I'll make sure I put it through you guys' email so that you know what's going on, pricing and everything that you need to know, and go from there. Eventually, I'll be traveling around. Yeah, if you're already a student, you're kind of already locked in to get all of the goods. I'm just going to put it out there. If you're already a student right now, you're kind of locked in for the stuff. So if you're not a business student, there are some aspects of it you may not get because it's business related. And I only want to focus on those who are serious about their business. If you have a business and you're not a business student yet, you need to. Okay, that's funny. I'm going to answer this because it's a transparent thing to say. If you think you need to have shots and things like that to go to South Africa, don't think that, okay? It's a misconception. It's how politics like to portray the motherlands or any other country. They try to portray it in a way as if like America is so high up. People live everywhere on this entire globe. You don't have to worry. I didn't have to take shots or anything. And I'm laughing because this isn't the first time someone said that. I want to go, but I don't like needles. No, you don't have to worry about that. It's just like going to another state. Just it's in another country across the sea, about 22 hours away. So you don't have to. I'm so glad you said that because I forget to tell people, like, no, only thing you need is a passport. That's all you need. Depending on where you are, get a passport. I believe it's the same pricing around the globe. I don't know. But I got my passport. I did do a video on that. I don't even know if I shared it on Wigmaking101. I actually ended up sharing it mostly on my beautycutright channel. But yeah, you don't have to worry about shots and all that stuff. You just need a passport because you can't go nowhere without a passport. That's all you need. So don't think you have to have shots and all of that stuff. That's so funny. And I'm like, I so understand, but You don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to call it. Oh God, I still was on here longer than I wanted to, but it didn't matter. I wanted to make sure you guys knew what was going on. I'll keep you guys posted on more. It's not the same pricing. Okay, it's not. I think here in Michigan, in Detroit, it was 150, and it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to get to you. I paid two something because I got it that day that I went, because it had to be in a hurry. I tried doing it before then, but just life got in the way, in a sense of just working so much on business and stuff, that I was like, oh, I totally forgot. I still need to go and get the damn passport. So, so yeah, I got it expedited, and that was about 200 for it. So it wasn't bad. I think that's not bad for a passport that you'll have, that you don't have to renew. You have to renew, I believe, every 10 years, 7 or 10 years or something like that. I have to check and see. But that's all you need is a passport. Don't worry about shots and all of that, checkups. You should do that for your personal health, but you don't have to. Okay, every 10 years. Amazing. You guys, the T effect, you guys need to follow her. I'm serious. Like, her work is amazing. And she's one of my students, but her work, her creativity is amazing. So if you're looking for some really good hair and wigs, I think you need to go follow the T effect. There we go. Okay, no problem, Felicia. I hope I pronounced it right. Yeah, cause I stalk your Instagram. I don't know if you notice it, but I do. I stalk your Instagram. Beautiful crowns. She's another one. She's also a student. She has amazing work. Keela. She's another. It's quite a few that I'm gonna start like promoting them. Okay, cool, Felicia. I pronounced it right. Cause you know how you look at people's names and stuff like, oh, am I saying that right? So yes, it's quite a few students on here that I'm going to be helping them promote their business and things like that. So just keep that in mind. But if you have any services or anything like in hair, and you know you got good quality hair, and you want to talk with me and see how we can partner up to sell your stuff too, please get in touch with me. But just know Custom Wigs Mark is who I'm going to be partnering up with, and that's going to help a lot of my students and those that are coming in as well. Oh, wow. Did she like it here? I live in the suburbs, so I'm not like I'm not in Detroit. I'm in Madison Heights, Michigan. So it's telling me my timer is about to go off. So I will bid you guys a good day, and I'll try to keep you guys posted with everything. So I'll see you guys in the next live.